Hey Jack, this is Daryl. I'm not sure how smooth this is going to go, but I'm going to do my best right here. Obviously, you can get a good look at the 688 right now and see that it's in really good shape. So for the purposes of this test, I'm really just going to test signal flow of a mic. I'm using the Scene 11, which essentially assigns every channel to every group. Additionally, on the input, I've gone ahead and I'm going to use the post on each channel to send to the dual. But basically everything's going to go to every group. I've already got all of the record functions activated. You can see that I've got all of the Q monitor controls left and right hooked up, and in terms of the monitoring, I'm just going to use the Q monitor because everything else is going to go to the mixer. I mean, I'll run that check for you if you want me to, but you'll see all the signals coming up from the aux as well as the dual and the groups and the Q monitor as we go. In terms of connectivity, get some light on the subject here. So I've essentially got a snake going from the group outs 1 through 8. I've got the monitor out, I've got the dual out, and I've got the aux out. Those are coming over here to this line mixer, and so as long as we get the signal right here, as long as we're getting a green light on the signal, that means that everything's coming through. Here's the back in case you want to verify. There's the snake going into 9 through 16. The aux is going to go into 3 and 4. The duals are going into 5 and 6. And then the Q monitors are coming out on 7 and 8. I will use, give me just a second here. I'm going to use this sheet to just go through and document all the testing and check mark it out, and I'll sign it to certify that I've done that testing. And of course you can do your own checks as you go along, but I'll go ahead and sign something at least so you have that in hand to give to your prospective buyers. So without further ado, let's just grab the mic. And of course, I'm going to start off with channel 1. I've got everything already set up for the auxes, the aux masters, dual masters. All of those settings are already there. Not going to mess with effect returns just yet. I'll do that on a separate test. But everything is essentially up to, is already set except for the mic trim and the fader. And there is no bleed through, so I did that just to expedite this video, which is already going on longer than I want, so let's just get on with the check. All right, so, starting off on channel 1, we have the mic trim at 12 o'clock. Fader up to unity. You can see that everything's hitting the groups just like the scene is supposed to do, and right now the monitoring meter is coming from the Q meter. As we go over here, we can see that we're getting signal on all of the auxes, on the duals, the Q monitor, and all 8 of the groups. I'm going to test the dual pan now, which is left, and the only place that that'll show up is here on the mixer, and you can see only the left is hitting on the dual. Going right, check, 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 only hitting right. Coming back, let's do that, and now we're going to hit the channel pan, left. And as we look at the monitors, we can see that only the odds are firing as well as the left Q monitor. And we're seeing the same over here on the mixer. Only odds on the groups and only the left monitor. panning right. We should be seeing nothing but, yep, so we got the evens hitting as well as the Q monitor right. And we're seeing the evens on the group and the right monitor there as well. So now I am going to bring it back to center, bring the fader down, do the mic trim, and I'm going to move on to the next channel. And we're just going to do this, and I'm going to knock it out as quickly as I can for you. Okay, so here we are. We're back, channel 2. Everything's hitting. Channel 2, everything's hitting. We're going to hit the dual. And that's only going to hit here. We've got dual left, dual right. Check, check, check. Going back to center. Now we're going to hit our channel pan. Check, check, only the odds, only the left. Check, check, only the left and only the odds. Check, check, only the evens, only the right. Check, check, only the right, only the evens. Going back to center, fader down, trim. Moving on to 3. Mic trim up on 3. Fader to unity. Check, check. Check, check. Everything lighting. Hitting the dual. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Moving to center. Channel, pan left. Check, check. Only odds, only left. Check, check. Only odds, only left. Pan right. Check, check. Hitting all the right. Hitting on the right and all the evens. Check. Hitting on the right and all the evens. Moving back, fader down, mic trim. Moving on to number 4. Mic trim up, fader to unity. Check, check. Check, check. Hitting the dual. Where am I? I'm on 4. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Channel pan left. Just odds. Only the left. Check, check. On the left, only odds. Channel pan right. Check, check, nothing but evens and only right monitoring. Check, check, right monitor and only even group. Pan center, fader down, mic trim to center. Moving on to number 5. Mic trim, 12 o'clock, fader to unity. Check, check. Check, check. Dual left. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Dual center. Channel pan left. Check, check. Just odds and left. check, check, left and odds. Channel pan right, check, check, nothing but evens and right. Check, check, right and evens. Channel pan center, fader down, mic trim down. Moving on to number 6. Mic trim to 12. Fader to unity. Check, check. Check, check. Let me bring this back. Okay, so this is a little loose. Hopefully that can be tightened. Okay, dual left. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Dual center. Channel pan left. Check, check. Nothing but, wow, that's pretty hot. Or maybe I'm just getting excited. Anyway, we're seeing only odds and left. Check, check, only left and odds. Channel pan right. Check, check, only odds and right. Check, check, only right monitor and even groups. I'm sorry, I misspoke. We are channel pan right, and this is evens and right. Check, right and evens. Center, fader down, mic trim down, moving to 7. Mic trim to 12. And fader to unity. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Green lights all the way around. Dual left. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Dual center. Channel pan left. Check, check. Nothing but odds and left. Check, check. Nothing but left and odds. Channel pan right. Check, check. Nothing but evens and right. Check, right and evens. Channel pan center. Fader down. This one is sticking a little bit. Mic trim down. We're on 8 now, channel 8. Mic trim to 12. Fader to unity. Check, check. Check, check. Dual left. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Again, we're only looking at the duals. Dual right. Channel pan left. So on channel 8, the pan is a little stiff. Panning left. Check, check. Nothing but odds and left. Check, check. Left and odds. Channel pan right. Check, check. Nothing but evens and right. Check, check. Right and evens. Channel pan center. Fader down. Mic trim down. Moving on to 9. Mic trim to 12. Fader to unity. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Dual left. Check, check. Dual right. Check, check. Dual center. Channel pan left. Check, check. Nothing but odds and left. Check, check. Left and odds. Channel pan right. Check, check. Odds and right. Check, check. Right and odds. Channel pan center. Fader down. Mic trim down. Last channel. Mic trim to 12. Fader to unity. Check, check. Up. Okay, what have we got here? Got mic trim at 12. Check, check.